super high pitch.
Howdy,
What's up?
dude.
What's up, Eric?
What is going on, Mike? How are you today?
I haven't seen you in a while.
I haven't seen you in about 27 seconds.
No.
How'd you do?
Is that what it was? 20.
It was just about that.
I feel like we've been doing the show for a while now.
I don't know what.
So this is a first. We're
back to back,
double
header.
Just hitting it. But we couldn't pass up on this guest.
And I didn't get to talk to our guest. I was walking in and huffing and puffing. I had to work, so I'm excited because I didn't get to talk with them that much.
Oh, the last time, huh?
Yeah, I was on my headset walking and starting, and
so we didn't get to have his beautiful face on screen,
that beard
right?
Is sexy, bro. I mean, that is like
it's beard. I got beard envy again.
I tell you.
Yeah. So we are going to we got to run through our intro because we can never forget our intro. Because we do love our intro. So
I love it.
I could watch it over and over.
For sure.
Let's watch it again.
Let's watch it.
Yeah, the times and places they may change, but one thing stays the same. The stories that they tell about going through hell. If you think they wouldn't do it all over again, well, you just don't know. They own of the ones who didn't make it home. Yeah, sure do miss them, but they keep them all living in the stories that they tell.
All right, we do on that video at the end. It talks about liking and subscribing. We need to talk about that because we need
to push that.
Exactly. We need love. We need support. For those of you watching on Facebook, man, go over to YouTube. Subscribe,
subscribe, share,
whatever Eric said.
Just subscribe. go subscribe and all that stuff. And I haven't been drinking. I've been drinking water. Maybe that's maybe that's
we have
point.
No alcohol on
None.
The table
like
tonight.
Literally, this might be a first.
Yeah, I think that
this might be a first. So let's get to it. We need to just get into it.
So our guest we've actually had on before, but again, like we said, we didn't get his beautiful face on here. Eric was actually working. We had him over the phone. Man, it was good, but it wasn't what we are now. I think we're a lot better. So.
Yeah, he was like one of the very first.
Absolutely, which was man, we so appreciate him.
Yeah,
for sure. So appreciate him. So with that, let's introduce Mr. Jack Griffith to the show. What's up, sir? How you doing?
You know him. You love him.
Running for
You're gonna go vote for him on Tuesday if you haven't done it already.
Absolutely.
Yes, hopefully.
Yeah, he's been talking so much he lost his voice here. So
this is the most that I've talked in my whole life. I tell you, running for office.
Yeah, you're just constantly talking, right? And with the times right now, man, you're having to talk more than ever because I'm sure people got a lot of questions for you.
They want to know what you're about. They want to know they want to know why they should vote for you for the state senate.
Well, you know what? If I could just take a moment.
Absolutely.
What upsets me more is not the people that agree with me. What upsets me more is while knocking doors and meeting people out in the community, they're just so disenfranchised. They're like, we're not even considering voting.
See,
I've heard a lot of people say that.
That's just crazy. I mean, if you accept the times and you accept what's going on, then unfortunately you are part of the problem.
Absolutely part of the problem.
So
for and it's hard to get them to understand, like, your vote, the primary is the most important. Because you say, well, I don't want to vote for sleaze. Well, then quit letting sleaze get on the ballot.
Right. Yeah,
it's very true. Very true. So Jack, let's go right to it since we kind of jumped in. So
let me help him.
Okay.
The state senate encompasses, correct me if I'm wrong, the counties of Nevada, Mono. I'm reading it right from your page too, by the way. I'm cheating. Madera, Alpine, Tuolumne, Placer, Amador, Calaveras, Inyo, Stanislaus.
Did you say El Dorado as well?
El Dorado is not on here. I was going to ask, I thought there was like a new, didn't it kind of drop down to like almost like some Fresno too? Or is it not encompassing the Fresno?
No, it cuts down across Merced. And
Okay,
then
Merced. Then that's the furthest
Mariposa.
south.
Yeah.
That's a huge. I mean, that dude from El Dorado down to Madera. Sorry, the security.
Well,
was checking
it's
this out.
it's actually everything south of the 80. So like South Lake Tahoe, everything.
Yeah.
It's the largest district by land mass.
Okay, wow. In California
Yes.
or in the country?
No, in California.
Okay. I would
I think
assume
that-
Alaska probably has the largest landmass because they have so many areas that are
I don't know,
unpopulated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're running for state senate. Let's give a little backstory, right? You were U.S. Army infantryman, right? Why do I struggle to say
combat
that? That didn't sound good. Sorry.
Combat engineer.
Combat engineer. And while you were deployed, you
Yes.
were injured.
Yeah. Returning from a key leader engagement, we were struck by a 300-pound blast.
Wow. And you were in a Humvee, or you were in a different vehicle?
We were in an RG-31 and left a basketball-sized dent underneath my seat.
Right underneath your seat. Wow. And then what, I know, you had some, because you are a Purple Heart recipient. So what were your injuries? And I know you had to learn how to walk all over again and everything, right?
Well, I had to learn how to use my right leg properly again.
Okay.
I had to learn how to chew properly without choking.
Okay.
And then I had to refunction my brain because of the traumatic brain injury.
Oh, man.
And so it took a minute, and I kind of realized that, the VA wasn't going to do it for me, and I needed to put more effort in myself.
Right.
So yes, out of 23 injuries, the VA accepted 16 of them, and the Army accepted 3 of them, making me unfit for duty.
Oh, wow. All right. And so you go through just this life-altering change, right? And where do you end up coming back into, the civilian world, and how's that transition from your injury and your rehab going back into the civilian world and just kind of the normal world again? How was that transition?
Well, I think the medication stunted it. I really believe before you give a veteran medication, we should at least give them 3 months. You know what I mean? To cycle through things, because I couldn't work on myself. I was a zombie. There was nothing to life. There was no happiness. There was no sadness. It was nothing. It was null.
Wow.
So I don't think that stifling our feelings is kind of the best way to do it.
Right.
And then just coming back to civilian world, it was hard. Your friends are your friends, but they're not really your friends. You know what I mean? You guys have gone completely different lives. Your moral structures shift.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of just sit at home. And then who do you have? Some of these veterans have amazing wives that help them get back. Right. Others try to push them off the edge and make them seem like the villain because, they went through some hard times and you're stuck doing it too, Yeah, it's like,
right.
Isn't that the point of marriage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things that every single day was a battle.
Right. And I know your mom and dad were there for you, right? When you.
Yes. And that's what's really sad. So when I came back, my mom had just injured her back, and then she was going through the same thing where because she was in so much pain.
Right.
They had her on so many pills that she was basically lucid.
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
We lost you, Jack.
I'm coming.
There we go.
My mom literally called me right now.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah, that's crazy.
So,
Wow.
yeah, she was completely like being taken care of by my dad. And then my dad had a massive heart attack.
Yeah.
And then I was kind of left to like try to do what was best. And everyone in the family was mad at me, and I just tried to do what I could. And it was more of a, I can't believe this happened,
Right.
I mean, the guy was healthy, just had a checkup, and then boom, it's gone.
Yeah.
So
No, I know.
and in
I know.
fact-
I remember, Jamie finding out and was just in utter shock, and some of your mom's posts. So I could imagine, and you're already going through what you're going through, and then
Yeah.
your mom was going through what she's going through. So it was just, man, step on us while we're down kind of situation, right?
I have to go back because I found
Okay.
some stuff, and again, I apologize. I'm the one that kind of goes down a hole, and I wanted to bring this up because not only did you graduated from West Point, correct?
no, hell no.
Oh boy,
He's like, I wish I
never
did.
mind.
Did you
Why?
find another Jack? Is there another Jack Griffith?
Actually,
I graduated
Jack
from-
Henry Griffith.
no, yeah.
Oh,
Jack Griffith.
okay, no, I'm gonna retract that. It was he was the class of 1927. There was a bug on my screen. I apologize. I apologize.
All
I feel
right.
like we can edit this out.
we can move forward. It's all good. Hey, sometimes the fact checkers don't work. We've learned
Maybe
that lately, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Gosh dang it! I'm sorry.
All right, Jack. So what ended up getting you through all of, just dealing with, the loss of your dad, your mom's still dealing with down, you're coming through yours. What ended up being like, what was your light? What got you through?
So one day, I was driving back from American Veterans First, and
We love that place.
I heard a radio ad that said, if you want to do one thing differently, try not to complain today. And I was like, you know what? That's simple.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm able to make that happen. And so for the rest of that day, I didn't complain about anything. And the next day, I think I complained and then like shut it off like, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to complain. And then after a while, it was just easy not to complain anymore. And I'm not going to say I didn't care. I mean, I care about things, but the world's still going to spin if you're upset or not.
Right.
This is true. I need to remind myself that right now.
Yeah. So I had a friend, Tanya Tungstaff, that used to come over every day, and she would go to boot camp and leave her daughters, because I have several kids, and I lived right around the corner from the boot camp. And then just one day I immersed myself in the children's lives, and I mean, every day got better after that.
Well, that's awesome. So really,
Yeah.
you healed through just kids, honestly.
Yep. Realizing we need to guide them. And then that's, of course, what started the course of the nonprofit. And then, moving forward and
what is the nonprofit, just so everybody hears?
protecting soldiers' rights.
Okay. And what is protecting soldiers' rights? What is their mission?
Our mission is actually to stand up for those that went overseas and fought for us.
Okay. All right.
And basically that covers everything. It covers criminal court, trying to get our veterans into the vet court system. It covers family court. It covers suicide prevention. Basically, if we don't provide the service, we will find
somebody that can. Okay. So is it mainly along the legal aspects of things? Is that more where the mission lies? or do you help them about finding, like, getting benefits? Because that's a lot of, we've talked about too, is talking to some of other veterans about getting their benefits and the struggle that maybe they see.
Yeah, 50% of it is legal. About 20% of it is homeless outreach.
Okay. And do you do that with American Veterans First too? Because I know that's part of their.
Yes, and also the Veterans Employment Committee. They're the ones that house the October events.
Okay. Radio said Veterans Court is hard to get into here in California.
Yes, and that's because some counties have great systems. Like Stanislaus County is amazing. The judge is top notch.
Oh,
I
yeah?
can literally call any of the DAs and ask how the Veterans Court run, and they'll say, "You live in Stanislaus County. You have the best system. Go sit in on it."
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, and it's open. You can go sit in on it.
Oh, okay. That's good to know, right? Living in this
Yeah.
county. I mean,
For sure.
There's a lot of things this county actually, we
It
have some
seems like
things
there's
going right in this county.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of programs that benefit that are actually
I could only
accessible.
imagine some of the counties to the west of us
Yeah.
probably have some issues.
Yeah.
As Radio says there, the court system picks and chooses who is allowed to go to Veterans Court.
Yes.
So Veterans Court, because that's a new thing. I don't know. Have you heard of that, Eric?
No,
New
not
to
the
me.
Yeah,
So
I was trying to do a little research here, but I'm not.
So
gonna
is
be able
that a separate court just for veterans?
Yes. And
Okay.
they
Now,
run
what's the
through.
difference? Is it charges, like you're not charged, or?
Well, yeah. So they hold your charges until completion, and then you have the VA has programs that you go through, and then you do like classes. You could do group therapy as part of the hours.
Okay.
They just want to see your improvement, and you learn from your mistake.
Right.
And
Well,
so, I mean, I'm not saying that it's like, oh, just do these things and you're done. Like the judges, like, hey, no, you didn't show up last time. I'm extending your program, and you're going to give me a little bit more effort, or I'm going to drop you. Like
okay.
he's very
They're
serious.
trying to work with people.
Right. Well, I'm trying to make
They're
them
trying-
better people too
Yeah.
at the same time.
At least they have the compassion of knowing that what they've went through. I mean, they've
Right. Well, and that's that kind of saddens me what Radio is saying. For example, if you're charged with a crime that's not eligible for probation, you will not be allowed into Veterans Court.
Yes.
Well, what crime? I mean, it always seems like everything's available for probation, but I guess
Violent felonies.
I was going to say violence and
I want
crimes against women and children, probably.
Yeah.
when we pick to say women. Yeah. Never mind. I'll stay away from that topic. Anyways,
Let the guy get his money first.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. All right. So I love that. And then, I don't know, you've been following us now since we've all talked, and obviously we've become very big fans of American Veterans First. And, I know you still talk to Duke quite a bit.
Yes.
All right. That's awesome. We love that place.
Yeah. I went in there, and like I was saying on another podcast earlier, I went in and got my stars, and I love handing them out. I love handing them out to different people. And it just basically says, hey, this is a retired flag, and this is a little symbol letting you know that somebody out there thinks about you. If you have an issue, come see us. I'm going to change the tag on it. It's going to have contagion effect, the email and our phone number and stuff like that. And started handing those out. Just a small token of
those are the flag stars, that
when they retire and it was cool to go in because he had a couple donations come in over the last couple weeks, and some was just unopened letters from a private who was lost, was killed in action, but his body wasn't recovered for
almost a year.
Yeah, it was like 7-8 months. It went from 1 year into the next year, and it was just a crazy story. And sitting there talking to Duke and getting to talk to World War II veteran
Alan. Alan.
97 years old, who, I mean, standing up there and welcome everybody that's coming in. It was just it's just a cool place, man. I just hope we can do something for them and be able to support what they're doing, because it's going to be a safe haven for people, you know. Which ironically, that last Friday, I had noticed that they had posted about an RV that had caught fire from a fuel line,
Right.
and it rolled into their parking lot in the back of it. And they're sitting there, and they, the fire trucks come and put out, and I'm just like, perfect example, just perfect example. And so, it's a nice place. So what got you into the political scene? Just wanting to be the change, just wanting to see what was out there and see what you could do?
So it was basically, I would show up and all these politicians, like even the way how I met American Veterans First, it was Jeff Denham. Oh, meet me at this event that he never showed up. And so I would show up to these events. They would take my picture. They would always post Purple Heart recipient. I'll work on your problems. Yeah, we'll get to it. And never got done.
Wow.
I did that for years. I mean, I put up with it for years.
Yeah.
Probably since 2015. And 2019, I was just done. But I moved out of the way because Ted House came and sat down and had a real man-to-man chat with me. Like, hey, I've already been running. This is how far I've gotten. This isn't like, hey, move out of the way. Let's have a conversation. What are you looking for out of a representative? And we just talked back and forth. And I even had my mom there. We, met, and I told him, you know what? I'll move out of the way and I'll help you.
Okay.
And, it just didn't go his way. And so I about 2 or 3 weeks after the election. And I called him and I said, are you done? Like running? And he said, yeah, I can say I'm not going to throw my hat in the ring. And I said, okay. So
I'm doing it.
Yep, I'm doing it. And I called the people that I needed to call. And I heard the things that I needed to hear. And in fact, one of the best things that was ever told to me, I'm not going to name the person because they're high in the GOP and they can't support me because I'm not an endorsed candidate.
Right.
But he said, everything that someone tells you is a lie.
Yeah.
If they're
Is he saying
you,
everybody in Washington is telling you, or everybody?
Try to join your circle. Because he said, what's going to happen? They'll endorse 400 candidates but you. But if you win, who's the next endorsed candidate?
Yeah.
So he said, everyone's going to lie to you. They're either going to tell you that you're better than you are or that you're not good at all. And he said, just remember, none of their opinions matter unless they're a voter. And I said, you're right. So, I've kind of had a really great experience. It's kind of like basic training. Yeah, it sucks, but I'm prepared for it.
Right.
So there's no way to knock me off the game.
Do it all over again.
Yeah. I'll support you.
Absolutely.
I don't want nothing from you. I just want you to be honest.
I want you to make the changes that you're trying to make.
Yeah, we'll support you. I mean,
absolutely.
Heck, we're here. We're giving our platform and letting you talk about what needs to be changed. And we've seen some. Obviously, Mike has dealt with some with his dad and my dad. Should have reached out and got some help. But yeah, no, we'll support you, man. Absolutely, 100%.
So, Jack, we're not ultimately a political show. We're about our veterans and mental health. But I think the important thing for us about having you is not only have you given your all for the country, right? I mean, you've given your body to this country, literally. What are the things that are important to you as people are going to the ballots and voting right now? What is Jack Griffith about? That way the people that are listening, that hopefully we have people in this area. I mean, we do, but we also have listeners.
We have a lot of
all
people
over.
on Facebook that watch, just
Yeah.
because they're not on YouTube.
Right.
We have a lot of people on
lot of
Facebook
local.
that'll watch. Yeah, absolutely.
And then of course we'll all share the hell out of it, right? And
start tagging us on your stuff, man. I want to know when Pancake Day is.
and all those
There's like
VFW,
yeah, the
VFW post, they always look like they got some pretty good food.
bro. Hey,
If I knew how
tamales
to
the other
do
day.
it, I'm not like technically inclined.
Yeah.
Just go circle at and CONTAG. I promise you, it'll pop up.
We'll do a little
Wow.
class with you, Jack. Yeah,
it's
that
super
easy.
easy.
Just while you're typing, just type at and then contagion
Yeah,
effect, and we
tag
should
us
come
on
up
that.
because we're all friends and stuff. So
Yeah.
All right.
but what is it that Jack Griffith wants to bring that's different, you know? And this is such a loaded question, especially right now.
Yeah.
It's you know, you keep it, I don't want to say simple, but you keep it to what you know, you're heartfelt, because I know that's the thing is like, honestly, we're not getting bullshit here.
Yeah.
We're not getting bullshit.
Why? Like,
No, this guy ain't gonna bullshit you.
right.
He's gonna be very straight up, because he's already went through some stuff, and he just spoke to it, right? You know, you get these politicians, oh yeah, we'll take care of this, and then they're nowhere to be found, right? This is not that guy. Like, you watch his Facebook, he's literally everywhere. I don't even know. I mean, gas must be costing you a $1 trillion, because you are literally everywhere right now. So
Yes.
by the way, wink wink, can you fix that? No. I know we got
100%.
a long way to go still to get you to that place. But what does Jack Griffith stand for after all my talking?
Basically, I want a future for our children. I want an education system that doesn't stifle their existence. We need our free market to be unregulated. I mean, they're constricting us. We need our law enforcement to be funded for the job that they are doing. We need our communities to be safer. We need our fire and EMS systems to not be overworked and employed. And we need Sacramento to pull their heads out of their butts and realize that they work for us. We don't work for them. So you're going to get a representative who's going to fight for generations to come. I'm trying to arrest the people moving out of California, Democrat or Republican. We agree 93% of the time. We all hate the high gas. We all hate the high taxes. We all hate the fact that our roads are crap.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the money going? So if we can get people to stop moving out of the states, and we can pull back some of the craziness that this onion is unfolding, then we can get back to more comparable California.
Right. I like it all.
Yeah, I mean, it's so simple, right? It's simple. These are the things that we have to do. It's the legwork behind it.
Well, and
where it's difficult. It's one.
Right.
I mean, you're one person. Do you have a group? Do you have people that are readily to back you, like that are taking a stand with you? Like, hey, I will support whatever you need to do.
There are people that have come out, and because of the nonprofit, I've dealt with a lot of congressional offices and a bunch of assembly and state Senate offices. I haven't dealt with a lot of U.S. Senate. They don't like to be bothered, trust me. And a lot of them are like, man, if you can get into office, I would love to cross the aisle. I would love to shake your hand on some of these plans, because it just needs to happen. We need to quit. It needs to quit being about the parties and start being about the people.
absolutely, that's my biggest problem right now. Is we are not about the American people. We're about so many other things.
On June 7th, 7:00, you're going to be at the Williams compound, right? They're going to have a watch party for you for election night. Did you know that? Yeah. Sandra and Carl. Yeah. They're going to be an election night watch party. I'll
Hey,
share it.
surprise.
Yeah, surprise. Barbara Lewis Jensen sent you a message. RSVP to Sandra Williams. Election night fun, 7:00, June 7th. It's off
Wow.
of the Cena.
I think I'm gonna
Pretty
be
dope.
with family.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, I think you should have something ready. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I already do have something ready.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I think it's ready not to be ready.
And
You know what
well,
I'm saying?
there you
Like
go.
right off the hip is, you know, that's what I appreciate that part. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to prepare anything because, dude, it's
from the heart.
oh yeah,
It's
you.
not.
Thank
It's
you. That's what I was trying to say.
you don't need
From the
somebody
heart.
putting on a teleprompter. You don't need somebody else
I don't
writing
need a
it.
typist. I don't have one. So
And I think
you
that's
know.
what we need to like. That's what we need to remember, and why Jack becomes important to us and to our show and what we're about. Because first and foremost, he served his country. He did his time.
Purple Heart.
He got injured, right? He had to fight his way back, claw his way back. We're not supporting a guy that, you know, was mommy and daddy paid his whole way and he got handed everything in life. This guy worked his ass off.
If you just go on his page and you see different interviews, I watched the one with Jason David, right, from Jaden's Journey.
Yeah.
That story by itself is amazing, right?
Yeah.
But you know, you guys just got to chit chat a little bit, and you know, you obviously tell your story, and I would have liked to have seen the off-air stuff. That's what I wanted to see, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I go way back, like when his the father of or the mother of Jaden used to work at AT&T back in the day. So and there was a Christmas party, and Jason was a budding wannabe rapper. Budding wannabe rapper back then.
Okay.
And he was out on the dance floor just getting it. So, and this is way before Jaden even came along, but yeah, it was fun to watch.
To be honest, the pre-conversation of the video, I did everything I could not to cry. That man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, and that's the passionate part of it. And I'm not trying to do that here. I'm just saying, like, there's the stories of people coming up to you and say, like, we support you. This is what I went through. We know the pain that you go through. Help us get you there.
Right.
Yeah, and you know, just hearing stories about how people tried to use him in the industry. Yeah. You know, he was too smart. He had stuff tested. He wasn't about the money. He was about the care. And that's the thing. I'm for medical freedom. I'm for.
We have a teacher here in Houston who is, you know, she's an absolute sweetheart, and they have a daughter who and I forget what is actually going on with her. So forgive me, Miss Case. But you like meeting her, you would never know. She absolutely swears by Jaden's Journey and everything there, because it's made her daughter's life so much more. It's put her a little more at ease with her daughter's life, and that's an amazing thing. So
there's such a benefit from a natural healing herb,
right?
That's that's what bothers me. So how could you see these stories and tell me there's zero medical benefit?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're willing to give someone opioids.
Yeah.
And that's our problem.
The other side.
We're willing. I mean, look what we just went through.
Yeah.
Look what we all just got, you know, or not everybody, but look what we all just got forced to take. And we had nothing behind it. And
we were the guinea pigs on it.
But yeah,
I took it. I got my second shot. I haven't got my booster.
This has been proven to help people in so many ways.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm glad you feel that way, and that's just another positive thing. And you know the pain you've suffered, and sometimes it's people don't understand. It's a different kind of pain. It's not just hurt. There's more to it, right? There's a mental aspect going along with that pain. So
I think we need to bring up it's a little sidetrack, but it's not, because this gentleman was actually running for the Modesto City Council, I believe. Sean Harrison.
Yeah.
Literally just like passed away. Oh man, and to see the passion that he had, right, and that you had, I kind of sat back and I'm like, oh, like it's like the changing of the guard type of thing, you know.
Mhm.
And to see how you guys were kind of working together and supporting each other, like that's a big hit from us. That was a big hit.
Oh yeah.
You know.
You know,
But I
and
think,
sucks is that dude, amazing ideas.
dude,
Didn't hide who he was, came
Yeah.
straight out and told you. And I just, how could you not want to
Yeah.
support that?
yeah,
And
When he was the one that was law enforcement too, and right.
yes, and
Okay.
he was
I had actually messaged him about a week before he had passed.
Really?
Yeah, I literally was going
To
through
be
his
on the
LinkedIn.
show.
Yeah, I was going through his LinkedIn, and then I was like, you know, someone had posted something. I'm like, wait a minute, I had to go back, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, so again, you know, it's go do you, bro, go do you, you know. And I know I'm not going to say something to you right now, but be honest and be who you are, and
Yeah.
dude, fight the fight, man, because you have support. And you know, with Sean looking over and with the helping hand, man, I think you got it. I think you are going to do great things for
Let's
us.
hope. I mean, that's
Yeah.
why, you know, Jack and I were talking, and he's like, "Hey, can we?" I'm like, "Dude, we'll work it out." And
Yeah,
that's what
absolutely.
We
And
got
I'll
this.
lose my hour of beauty sleep for you.
from what I understand too, and I mean, please someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that Sean Harrison saved a couple of lives that day.
I'll have to double check that, but yeah, I think there was more to the story that got, because of obviously, you know, being in the limelight. I think he was kind of overshadowed what happened. So yeah,
Yeah, it definitely hit really hard.
yeah,
And I just feel so bad for Heather. And she has, I mean, dude, my mom, you know what I mean? Woke up, my dad dying like that. Like
Yeah, it was overnight. I mean, it was just bam, it's done. Like that's wow.
yeah, it's terrible.
Right. So
And I
Okay.
have there, honestly, since it happened, I've gone, what's okay, I'm good.
yeah,
You know, like, yeah, I've kind
well,
of
every little twinge, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the scary part. All right, for anybody that's joining us, that's not Jack's normal voice. He's just talking a lot
He
lately.
is.
Yeah, that's not his normal voice.
He's gonna have it.
He's gonna have no
Where's the
voice
order?
by the 7th. He's gonna have no voice.
I hope so. 'Cause
You-
that means he's out there doing his job. and doing what
Exactly.
he's passionate.
Right.
You know, now we have to go out and support him. Get out there, get the vote out there, rock the vote. Even the security guards are agreeing
Yeah,
with
the
us.
security guards are over here talking to each
Paparazzi's
other.
like, yeah.
Paparazzi's Jamie, by the way, Jack.
She's like the only one that takes pictures of us.
Yeah. So we call her paparazzi. So Jack, what are your thoughts? Because I know with Jamie, she's in the education sector with a certain company now, and starting to hear that we're shutting things down again in certain counties across the state. Have you heard that?
No, I haven't, but that's the stupidest decision.
Yeah, it's like San Francisco, Alameda County are starting to, you know, put mandates back in place, and
we're like,
we're
going
doing
on
what
a family vacation next week.
Yeah, you're going on a cruise.
Yeah, I'm going to Cape Canaveral, which I kept saying. No, see, I did it again.
It's not
I'm going to Port Canaveral.
Yeah, there you go.
Then I'm going to get on a ship, a boat.
And you're
I
going
call
to
it a boat.
Bahamas.
I'm going to go to the Bahamas.
And we're going to
Yeah,
UCI
and then-
for Cam's graduation. Then we got a graduation part. So we're gonna be super spreaders,
Yeah.
whatever.
Super spreaders.
Yeah, super spreaders. And then we're
Houston.
going to Disneyland. So, and that's why I told Jamie, I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I hope our Disneyland trip doesn't go south, because that would really be bad. That'd be a lot of money down the drain for.
I don't know if Disney's going to shut down anytime soon.
I don't. Think
Well,
they're gonna
I
go
mean,
through
they
that
did
again.
last time. So
Yeah, but I don't think
we'll
they're going to
see.
go through that. I think there is pressure on them to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Shit.
plus
There was-
millions of dollars also helped.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
oh, where did
It's
they get
easy to
that
shut-
from?
Yeah, it's easy to shut down whenever you have like that many employees, but yet, hey, yeah, we'll take that hand.
you got one governor given and the other one taken. So It's great. All right.
What do you got coming up? You got
Yeah,
anything
Jack.
coming up?
What's your schedule look like?
Yeah.
So today's the 2nd.
Okay, it's Friday. You got a pancake breakfast, tamale, fest going on this weekend.
How many thousands of miles are you driving?
So, and I'm going to try to start Saturday in Tahoe.
Oh, man.
And make it all the way down to Inyo
Oh.
for Sunday.
Sorry. Christ almighty.
And then I want to hit Mariposa and then hit Tuolumne, Calaveras, Amador, and El Dorado on Monday.
Oh, wow.
Tuesday morning, I'm going to be taking some ballots and I'm going to be hand delivering them. And then I believe that some family is going up the hill to a secluded location.
Secluded.
We're going to watch the vote. And whatever happens, happens. Life is life.
Right.
And,
So I do want to explain too. I mean, we see all the signs go up.
Yeah.
Jack's not wasting any money on all that, right? There's not a lot of that. It's not the I don't want to say the dog and pony show type of thing. He's out there actually talking to people.
Yeah.
He's going to events on the streets.
Oh.
There you go. Hey, that's a cool shirt. We need to get. How do we get one
I
of
got
those?
a 4X in that bad boy.
4X, no. In fact, we actually tried, and the company just doesn't make them.
See, nobody likes fat boys anymore.
And I ain't losing no
Haters.
weight. Drink my beer, eat my steak.
But yeah, I've been giving out shirts everywhere I go because those signs stick in one little location, and then there's someone else's problem. Same thing with politicians.
There it is.
Pew pew. Shots
Just to
fired.
let you know, though, from Tahoe City to Inyo is 307 miles. Are you going to go 395?
No, I'm gonna try to do as much as I can off 395, but I may have to cut over.
Yeah.
Because I may have to hit the top portion of Merced County.
Okay.
So the city I haven't been to out there past Snelling.
Again, we are friends on Facebook. Tag me. I don't have a lot of people, but I got people in certain spots. So tag me in whatever you post. I will approve it. I will put it out there for you. Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest things is of course, due to military service, I believe in operational security. So I've been running all of my own operational security. I've been not posting about events or showing pictures for 2 reasons. 1, the people that I'm with can't endorse me. And 2,
gotcha.
Every time that I have posted ahead of time, I have these special little fairies.
Really?
That show up out of nowhere and they knock before me. They hit businesses before me.
Wow.
These special little fairies don't sound so
fairies,
special. We want to call them other names. So Jack, do you have like a team you go out with, or is it just you and the wife cruising around? How does that work?
Yeah, so I have different teams in different areas, and like when I do things on the weekend, my wife does go. The weekend I have the kids go. My older son and we have volunteers through different areas that have knocked with me or knocked without me. And like I said, I am truly blessed by all the support that people have given me. And, like there was a group of people that was going around Mariposa County for me that I have never met before.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And so like, it was just kind of like, everyone kept telling me, oh, you have to do this and you have to do this. And so what I did is I just kind of, the people that I felt connection with is who I worked with.
The real people.
Yeah.
The real people.
Yeah. So, and it's just been amazing. The response, and even out knocking doors. I mean, I've literally had conversations with Democrats that were like, well, if I would have voted, I may have given you a shot.
If I would have voted.
Yeah.
I'm not voting.
Do you still have time? What do you mean if?
Crazy.
And then it was funny. I did have a talk with a felon that was like, man, I love everything that you said. If I wasn't a felon, I'd vote for you. And I said, bro, this is California.
It's California. You get to. I was just going to
that
say,
get voted in?
Yeah.
That voted in. I mean, hey, what's crazy? Just a little sidetrack on that. I had that conversation. We were kind of talking to my son, one of my sons, about his vote. We were just talking about votes and going through the propositions at that point, and he mentioned that one and said it and said what he did, and kind of got me lit up a little bit. And I explained why things should be a different way than that. And, and then he's like, oh, I didn't think about it that way. I'm like, yeah, that's the problem. When you do these propositions, you really have to read, and then you have to think beyond it and really go, okay, how is this good for the future? Or how is this bad for the future? Oh, I can vote. I can vote to where I don't have to be in jail that much longer. Oh, okay, cool. Let me vote for that.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah. And it's one of those sad things where it's kind of like, property tax. Well, I don't own a house.
Yeah.
And
so
then
then
you hopefully will someday.
And again, another conversation we had.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't think about right now. You have almost everything you vote for is about your future.
Yes.
It's not about right now. It's about your future. And unfortunately, I think we forgot that when it came to certain votes in the last 2 years. Anyways, all right. So you have an action-packed weekend, right? And then how do you get past the primaries? How do things ramp up with the positive turnout?
Oh, if I make it past the primaries, I have no worries going into the general election. I'm just going to continue doing exactly this.
Okay.
Give out a lot more t-shirts and have a lot more town halls.
And for everybody out there, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I want the people to see that I'm willing to traverse. I mean, I've had birthdays in Bridgeport. Like I've lived, within this whole district my whole life. Like this is about us taking ownership of our own and showing willing to come to even that's one thing when I knock doors in Inyo, they tell me if it's past county supervisor, they have no idea who that person is.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So I will be here for you. I will come to you. So that's how I'm going to just hit it to the primary.
So how many spots are open to go on to the primary? 2. Okay. And who do we need to take out? No, just kidding. Who's your concern in front of you right now?
No one.
Nobody? I love that answer.
Yeah.
I love that answer.
Answer right there.
Yeah. I had to throw you a little softball to hit out of the park there, and you did it. So nice job. All right. You got the thinking face on, Eric.
Yeah. There's so many little things that I wanted to hit on. Just going through some of your timeline stuff, and you definitely have that feel for the people. I mean, you get out there, it's no bullshit. We can say that because it's our podcast. I'm just looking through here. You guys are out at John Thurman Field. You guys are doing stuff during the day. I mean, heck, they were at the Houston Fruit and Nut Festival.
I know. I just missed it.
Well, here's the problem. I mean, I think he was at Murphy's in the morning, right? Yeah. He was up at Murphy's in the morning.
See, Murphy's got in the way. Otherwise, we would have ran into you.
Yeah, well, they were doing some cool stuff up there. They had lunch. They had a little memorial park right there.
Right.
And because I was like, oh, they're up there. And in the back of my, I'm like, oh, the Fruit and Nut Festival is going on. And then literally, I think we went somewhere and then came back. I'm like, oh, and here's Jack at freaking Fruit Nut Festival in Houston, No, it's awesome. I mean, again, like I said, whatever you need, let us know. I'm glad you came on. I'm glad we could get you on again.
Yeah.
When we repost this and you repost this, get out and vote, because if you don't vote, you shouldn't complain.
And don't think your vote doesn't count.
Yeah.
Every vote counts. And when it comes to this state, we need real people.
Yeah, we need us. We need us, not political,
not people
career
going
politicians,
into the French whatever. And
yeah,
It's funny. This guy, Washington, 250 years ago, was kind of telling us about how maybe we shouldn't have a system where people sit in for the whole time.
Why do we have that? I mean, why is the president can go 4 years, 2 terms, 8 years total?
But everybody
But
else,
yet everyone else, like that just is so ass backwards to me. Maybe I'm uneducated and I don't understand it, but that just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, when you vote in your own races and you can vote in your own terms, who's to stop you?
Yeah.
And your husband can drive drunk and get a DUI and crash into a stop sign.
Oh my God. I love the narrative that was put. They said the only way they realized that he had been drinking was from a collision. And they never reported that he blew a stop sign and hit someone.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they let him, you hit someone and you get out on a $5,000 bond.
$5,000.
Dude, he had that in his pocket.
He's also very well invested in Visa and so many other companies, weirdly enough. Wonder where he got the information to invest in them in.
Did you know that Jack Griffith is tied to Houston?
Yeah, he knows Jamie and I.
Well, of course. And he's been on the Contagion Effect 2 times.
Exactly. How is
his dad's cousin, Brett Connor, had the bench outside the museum downtown?
No way.
That is his dad's cousin.
Nuh-uh.
And now you know.
And Bart Connor, the old mayor of Houston.
Yeah,
Bart. I remember hearing that name before.
Bart Connor, police chief back in the day, wasn't it?
He was a
or
detective.
Yeah.
Out of Riverbank, I believe, at that time.
Was he the one that was shot? Or no.
So,
it was Lee Bright.
Yeah,
it was Lee Bright. It was duh. Should have known that. There's a school named after it, or a little park.
Used to be.
Yeah, it used to be a school.
My mom went to that school, Lee Bright, actually.
Didn't
Nana
Shonda?
Penny.
Shonda did too. Shonda said, Shonda and
before they
were the last class or something there.
Okay.
So, sorry, we're going down the Houston road.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. He's not
we're part of his area.
Exactly. I'm voting.
Oh, absolutely.
1,100 followers. Get your ass out and vote too.
Exactly.
Go do it.
Yeah. Go look at the other candidates' pages. How many followers they have?
Jackass.
And he hasn't done that. He's done that by sweat, getting out. He hasn't done it through buying followers. He hasn't done it through campaign managers running things for him. This guy's done it all on his own. And it's not to say that he doesn't have the resources. It just doesn't. Why waste the money on something?
Why waste your money on it?
And that's the thing, is you have somebody looking at all this a different way than what we are in California or Washington, where we like to just spend money for nothing.
For nothing.
Nothing.
Send to other countries.
Yes, another 700
million.
million.
Are coming from your area.
Yeah.
Right.
You're just owing money. If you want me to be responsible in Sacramento, I have to show you the responsibility on my way there.
Yeah,
absolutely. And then we need to get you this, and then on to bigger and better things too, to completely start impacting change.
Yeah. Fix my veteran affairs.
Fix my veteran
affairs.
Yeah, give us a good pathway to help all our veterans that we're talking to every day. That's all we can ask for.
Yeah.
But you'll be in the state, and we've had some great conversations. I know you've probably listened once in a while to some of the shows, and we've had some amazing people on here, including yourself.
Yeah.
And
Rich, the guy you just had on, I want you to know I was watching when he said that Fort Leonard Wood sucked, and I want him to know when I was at Fort Leonard Wood, his defect, we used to sneak away and risk getting in trouble to go eat at.
That is awesome.
That's funny.
That was awesome.
That's funny.
Seeing that now that we've gotten a few podcasts under our wing, it's funny to see now the crossover. Oh, hey, I was over here at that time or that.
Yeah.
I remember this when it was back in the day, and how it
or getting some of the comments we get. And,
yeah.
Like we've been very open and honest that we are not veterans. We don't claim to be. we just claim to love our veterans
Yeah.
and support our veterans.
I'll do whatever it takes to help somebody out. I have
Right.
all this paraphernalia, and Duke was so kind enough to let me
All the Calvet.
I mean PTSD pamphlets and suicide prevention, military, and like, dude, reach out to me. Reach out to Mike. Our email, our message, our phone it's on. Like, call me. You know, like, we have information. We just want to make sure we get it out
Right.
there.
And again, it's National PTSD Awareness Month.
Yep.
So we want to
Absolutely.
highlight, you know, be present for the people around you.
I wish I could drop the D. It's not a disorder.
No.
No, post-traumatic stress is not a disorder.
Yeah. You know what? That's true.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm
Disorder.
sitting there, man. That got deep on me because
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? You're kind of right.
Yeah.
Not kind of. You are.
I mean, you can't say the R word to a kid that's special needs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically that's the way I look at it. It's not a disorder. They have that because they went through something.
Well, they went through.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a disorder. It doesn't make them different than me, although he got to see real life action and things that the normal person wouldn't be able to see. So he should. I mean, we
you know
should raise these people.
What's crazy is I was reading a whole stat and they said it's like 55 to 60% of everyone across the nation struggles with PTS.
I think I'm gonna start saying PTS
because it doesn't, you know, and not to ever take away from our veterans, but it goes beyond, you know, people deal with things in their lives that can cause it, and that's where we get confused, I think, as a society, and that's where we're losing people as a society. Is, you know, our veterans, first off, every day they live it, right?
every day,
especially if you go to a combat zone.
There was even the kid that was scared that he was going to go,
right?
And so it's like, I mean, I get that part too.
Right.
Even though you signed up and you were signed up for the military.
Yeah, but you know, these kids. I mean, even you, Jack, you knew what you were signing up for, but did you really know what you were signing up for when you joined the Army, right?
Well, yes, but I'll tell you what. My first day outside the wire on an actual mission in Afghanistan, I was a 10-year-old kid shitting myself in the middle of the road.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is
that's
you don't, you know, you're gonna go out there, but if you've never lived it, I mean, that's what Garrett, when Garrett came home, he's like, dude, the sand, he's like, just the sand alone is its own story, because you've never dealt with something like that. And then going, the heat, you know, goes up to 120, 130, you know, or not miles per hour, but degrees. And then the Afghanis he said, there's a lot of weirdness and different things that I would have never known unless I was there. Right.
Yeah. There's no uniforms. You can't tell the difference between someone shopping at the bazaar and someone shopping for your head.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the worst part, is you're literally you have to look at everyone as an enemy. Everyone is
act. In fact, you know, thank you very much for the CHP officer. I will not say your name, but I got pulled over because I'm wearing
you were in a rush to get to another event.
I finally got adrenaline rush, and it's been so hard for me to get adrenaline rush since Afghanistan.
Oh wow!
And he pulled me over, and we had a good talk, and I didn't get a ticket. And he completely understood. And he was a Marine veteran, but we saw different dirt. And so it was kind of more of like, you knew you were being an idiot, but I understand. Stop.
Right.
I really appreciated that. And, you know, because I don't even know how much tickets are anymore. I know they were ridiculous before I joined them. And they love extorting you. So it's obviously gone up.
Right.
But I mean, just having an officer that pulled me over and understood the fact that, like, I like listening to music. Oh my God, when I was a kid, Coolio came on. Paradise.
Yeah.
I had chills.
Yeah.
I haven't had chills since war.
Wow.
I've lost the functionality through damage of brain. I don't get chills. I don't have emotional flares. You know, like, it's crazy. And to relearn how to live life after losing
Wow.
a lot of things that brought you joy.
Yeah.
So you can't even comprehend.
Yeah, you can't.
I mean,
yeah.
you can. That's why I'm saying, even looking at the going into the service and then once you get deployed, like, yeah, you know where you're going, but you don't know, and what you're dealing with. Like, we understand it, but we don't really understand it, because we could never. I mean, unless we go through what you went through, we would never know. Like, we would never know what that feels like.
Yeah.
So that's, wow, Jack, and for you to take your life and do what you're doing now just says so much about you. And I think I caught something. You lifted your arm up. You have "We the People" tattooed. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that's dope.
That is sick.
I got a bunch.
Yeah. Well, me too. I got that. I'm inflicted with that problem too. So
I'm gonna start mine.
well, I mean, my 17-year-old just got
Oh yeah, that's pretty dope.
first tattoo, and
Yeah.
it goes from wrist to inside of the elbow, and it's the flag. It's the U.S. flag. And then it has my dad's dog tags and his great grandpa's dog tags on there, obviously without their socials. So it is, it doesn't look as exciting, but first tattoo, it's pretty sick.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
I used to
I'm
make,
jealous.
because when I joined the service, I wasn't married, and I used
Right.
to make fake dog tags without my real social on it. And
Right.
like the girl I was seeing, I give it to her just because if things went wrong, she thought she had my social.
Yeah. That is, wow. That is a great
Man.
story.
Hey, honey, I think you're so special.
Yeah. Here's my dog tags. If
This-
anything happens to me.
Oh,
Wow, that is great. That's a great. Wow, Jack. That's awesome.
yeah.
All right. Well, we don't want to keep you all night, Jack. And
Yeah, we could sit here and be.
it would do. We could just keep going. Keep going.
Don't challenge me.
That's funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, get out there. June 7th. Get out there. You can vote now. Vote all. Oh, you can't vote often. Vote now.
Vote
7
one.
o'clock. June.
Get your one vote in.
Yeah, don't
it may
dig
have
up your
happened in other
grandma.
states,
Yeah.
but
Sorry.
it's not
That's
happening
like-
here.
Yeah.
Nor are we condoning it.
Yeah, no. Just go get your one vote. Bring someone with you that's alive in the county
Right.
or in the district, and get out there and remember, if you want to do something, if you want to do one thing different, try not to complain.
Yeah.
Much.
That's
Just take one day. One day.
Yeah.
one day at a time.
I'll do it when I'm off work. How about that?
Yeah.
Because
You
there
gotta
ain't
hear
no
this guy.
damn way.
You got a little thing
I-
called
well,
trucker's Tourette's.
I got trucker's Tourette's, man. It's
Yeah.
brutal. It's brutal.
It's complain central. So
Ah,
that'll be
Jesus, that's
that'll be a monumental task.
yeah.
Who's the main person that you call when you're on the road?
So I'm in the yard now. So I have a group of guys. So right off the bat, normally I will call my buddy Chris Medina. Hey everybody, how you doing? Jack, is good to see you, bud. Yeah, you running for that state senate spot. That's
That's
good.
what Chris sounds like.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, he's from California.
Yeah, he's from Oakdale. He's grew up in Oakdale, man.
But he sounds like he's
Yeah.
from the South.
Well, I used to travel with this guy and he would talk like this. And so I would just get this. So-
Lisa's gonna start messaging
I
on here.
know.
Stop mocking my
Stop
husband.
mocking my husband,
Yeah.
even though you're right on. But no, there's a group of guys, and that's actually kind of how the podcast started. Was we had sat around all night and said, "Hey, man, we need to get a trucker podcast going." And then I told Mike about it. I said, "Yeah, let's do a podcast." And he's like, "Okay, let's go." Boom,
Yeah.
it happened.
Yeah,
So
I don't play.
no, let's do it. Let's do it to it.
Got it going and made it
Yeah.
happen.
It's
and
fun.
there it is.
It yeah. Like today was for me, it'll be a long day, but it'll be worth it because this is like I like doing 2 podcasts in one day.
Yeah,
I like
he's always. Can we do another one each week? I'm
Yeah,
like, dude,
I'm so jazzed though, you know. Like we had a cool we had a good first podcast.
Yep.
And
Garrett
then we
was
came
great.
into this and and I asked some hard questions, we got some good information out there to the people.
Hey, you stayed focused. Other than Jack went to West Point,
Gosh dang, class of 1927. You're
Yeah, there
looking
you
good
go.
for probably almost being dead.
and I was worried about him because he got a little frustrated there.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Well, I went from one link from your page to another link and it
he
crossed
must
over.
have been looking at the Facebook
Well,
Yeah.
trackers.
What I think is funny is me and one of my dad's friends, Robert, who works with me on the campaign, we went to go meet with Sheriff Dirksey, and we're sitting down and we're meeting with him and his volunteer coordinator, Barbara, the one that was
Right.
on it earlier. She said, yeah, and you should support Sheriff Dirksey because he's a graduate of West Point. And Robert and I are both Army. We look at each other and we stand up. And then Jeff was like, Barbara, quit telling veterans that.
So here's my thing. I've got a dinner out with your wife and our wives. If I can get someone to drop, oh, hey, weren't you on the Contagion Effect podcast? Because we've had Sheriff Dirksey after you the first time.
We've had
we had him on we had Sheriff Dirksey on. And that was fun.
I'm actually excited. I got our local chief to set up. We're gonna do coffee with a cop here in Houston.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm sponsoring it.
Okay.
Yeah, so
didn't know that.
I'm working on Turlock PD because I know I went through his wife, which feels really weird, but she worked with me back at AT&T. So, but yeah, so we're working on a couple coffee with cops. So maybe I'll hit you up, Jack, and that'd be a great place for you too.
I go to as many coffee with the cops as I can. They need to see us supporting them.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel bad that the state tries to tell them what to do, but the state won't give them any money to do it. So stand. We are behind you.
Yeah. We all stand behind you.
Absolutely.
Sure. We love our blue. I actually have Mr. Jason Cole. Did you know Jason Coley? He's a motor cop in series, but he actually made this for me. So I just haven't found the right place to hang it yet. Because our beach, it doesn't go with our beach decor, but I'm looking forward to putting it up. So
I like the studio decor.
He wants to come home to his personal vacation.
Just sand in my toes and margarita in my hand.
That's most. What is that? That's the most white privilege thing I've heard.
Yeah. We do what we do. I love it.
And on that note,
I love everyone. love everyone.
It is.
All right, Jack. Any parting words you want to leave us with?
I mean, we're almost there, guys.
Get out and vote, right?
That's all I can say. I mean, I know if you're disenfranchised, so am I. You didn't have to run for office to, make a difference. Make a difference through me.
Right. Absolutely. And so state Senate, what's the sorry, say that again.
State Senate District 4.
Which is all you should be able to vote if you live in that area. So
yeah.
So make sure you select Jack Griffith. He's a man of the people. He is the people, so he's a man of the people.
We the people.
Well,
Jack Griffith
even has it on his arm. We the
That's
people.
Pretty good. You should clip that.
Clip it and
vote Jack Griffith. State. I don't know why I paused.
There was too much of a pause.
Oh my gosh. Hey, live from New York City.
Oh, yeah,
you did it too. Sorry.
Yeah.
Live from New York. Hi, kiddo.
Eric's daughter.
Yeah, she's an LVN at the county.
It's 11 o'clock, 11:30.
No, they've been going all day. Yeah.
She's in New York City right now. So
yeah, she just flew there this morning with her friend, and the girls are gonna go hang out. Man, I hope you guys are careful.
Long day.
Awesome.
Well, Jack, thank you so much. I'm glad you reached out. I'm glad we could fit you in. We definitely want to do some more with you through the future, and continue to support you no matter where this race goes. We will be there. She's been up since 2 a.m. That's funny.
You're so funny.
Thank you very much. And if you guys ever need me, you know where to find me.
We do. We do. And you know where to find us.
Yep. Tag me, man. I need some pancakes.
Yeah. I need some pancakes. I need some that VFW food looks good.
Dude, I know.
He's got all the hot spots.
Tomorrow, I think.
There you go.
All right.
All right, Jack.
To post you in now. Tag you in a post.
Yeah.
Just
tag me all the time.
Just at Contagion Effect.
Yeah.
All the time. Just write it. You're talking about family at Contagion Effect.
What? The Contagion Effect made me do it.
Contagion Effect paid me to do this. No, we didn't pay him anything because we don't have any money.
No.
All right, Jack. Again, for everybody, State Senate, Jack Griffith needs to be the name. He's out there for the people. Let's get it done. This is somebody we need supporting
Let's get to the
supporting
next
us.
step.
Exactly. Get them to the next level. All right. Jack, you have a wonderful night. Thank you again for your service. Thank you for what you're doing and trying to do for our state government, because Lord knows it needs the help.
And thank you for your service too, my
Yeah.
friend.
Thank you for your service.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You have a wonderful evening, sir, and be safe on all your travels this weekend. All right. We'll be watching. And we don't want to give up any fairies heads up on where he's going. So we'll wait to see where he's been.
Yep.
All right, sir. Have a wonderful evening.
You too.
All righty. All right. Another one.
Man, I tell you. That was cool because I didn't get to be there for the first one.
Well, and we didn't hear your heavy breathing.
Yeah.
That was the show, the heavy breathing.
Gosh, that was brutal, fat boy. It's all good though.
Yeah.
Good dude,
Well,
man.
let's
I think we can. I think he's got some support. So
I think he does, and we hopefully.
do we need to hear
We need
do
to
we need
listen
to hear
to Tamara again.
Tamara?
Yeah.
What do you got, Tamara? What do you got?
What do you
for
got,
us?
Tamara? Let's listen.
What do you got?
Now for our sponsor, Tamara Pulido with the Finance Group, where they're creating a future where everyone has access to the loan and home they love. Whether you're a veteran, law enforcement, a first-time home buyer, you're up or downsizing, or even if you need to just refinance, our community deserves proficiency and expertise. Better rates, faster close, welcome home. Tamara Pulido, NMLS 1655776. Again, that's Tamara Pulido, and her phone number is 209-204-3795. All right, buddy.
MLS. I love that.
NMLS.
I love that part of
I
it.
hate my voice.
I
I'm
love
gonna do a voiceover on that. Do somebody else's voice on there.
Hi,
I can type it out and have a computer speak it all.
hi. I'm Tamara Pulido,
I think she
veteran mortgage guide.
Miss who just flew to Dallas, I think, just to get a tattoo. I think, but I haven't confirmed.
Cool.
I cannot confirm or deny that rumor.
Yeah, Betty.
Anyways, Eric,
Thanks,
long
buddy.
day. You got to get to work in the morning, like 2:00 in the morning or something.
It's all good.
So
We do it for the people. We're here for you, so be here for us.
Exactly.
Like, follow, subscribe, and share. I don't even
Please,
get us out there. Put it out there. Let everybody know how cool we are.
please, and thank you.
Because I'll tell you how cool we are.
You'll always tell.
I will always tell you that we are cool ass fellas.
Absolutely. Deuces.
Deuces.